Let me see what you got.
Hey, what's up guys, Warren93, and here is going to be a review on Akame ga Kill, dubbed episode 21, titled Kill the Despair. If you haven't seen any previous episodes before, there will be major spoilers, especially since I'm starting this review off from episode 21, so that just means there have been 20 episodes I have not reviewed before this. So, if you don't want any spoilers because you haven't watched the series before, and I recommend you do not watch this review if you don't want spoilers. Alright? It's going to be an episode of the Synopsis coming up right now. I'm just kidding. Right now. So the episode starts off with Mine about to go off to save Tatsumi, then Akame, Leona, and Agenda, or the main boss, of Night Raid about to go out to save Tatsumi since he is about to get publicly executed. Scene then switches off to Tatsumi in his little holding cell, and as Death talks to him, trying to give him a second chance, since in like previous episodes before that she did kind of fall in love with the guy. But they are on pretty much opposite sides, so she wants to give him a chance to join her. He refuses, of course. She then says that she'll have to be the one to execute him herself. Scene then changes. I'll skip the other scene, it's not really too important, but scene changes to an execution itself. It's about to go down. And of course, Night Raid is there. It's going to be there to stop it. Well, kind of. Akame gets sent to get Incurcio, Tatsumi's Imperial Arm. That's Tatsumi's Imperial Arm. While the rest of the gang is fighting in the stadium. Mine and Leona fight that one dude who has lightning Imperial arms or whatever. For some reason, I cannot remember his name. He's a pretty forgettable character. And I've seen this episode twice, and even last episode, well, I'm sorry, he's a forgettable character. Agenda and Susanoo fight as Death in a different part of the arena. Alright, so with Leona and Mine's fight, pretty much Leona gets paralyzed and Mine is left to fight by herself. Although she is at a huge disadvantage because she only wields a gun and not a melee weapon herself. After some hits here and there, Mine finally finishes them off with one huge blast, which pretty much leaves her very badly injured. With Agenda and Susanoo, they try to fight as Death, but it's pretty much inevitable that she'll win. So Akame finally returns and gives Tatsumi Incurcio, and they pretty much all book it out of there. Well, besides Susanoo, who keeps as Death busy while they make their escape. Then Tatsumi is running with a very badly injured Mine, and before I go on, I will tell you this is a very heartbreaking scene. As with episodes before that, there was a relationship building between Tatsumi and Mine, with Mine finally telling Tatsumi that she fell in love with him. I know, kind of cheesy. Why are you watching cheesy stuff, Chris? Anyways, so back on the episode. So Mine tells Tatsumi to put her down, and they have this very heartbreaking scene because Mine is pretty much accepting her death at this point. Tatsumi telling her not to give up, and they were supposed to make it until the end, and then going on, yada yada yada. Then she's like starts making something of herself, leading up to them. They get their kiss. Then she dies right there. End of episode. And then the art and animation was pretty much on point this episode. Everything was fluid, well, pretty much like the whole series. Very vibrant colors, and when the mood switched, the setting was almost completely altered to fit it every time that it needed to happen. Like in the sunset with the really heartbreaking scene. Akame ga feel much? Anyways, speaking of Akame ga feel, the feels went through all this episode. Jeez! I really love how they included the relationship that didn't feel forced on, and pretty much how it pretty much served a basis. It served as something besides main character gets the girl at the end. Although I would have preferred that they both stay alive, but I mean, that's just me, because I love both characters. Don't do that to me, man. Bring them back. Hashtag bring mine back. Another thing I really liked was the pacing. I didn't feel like any scene was dragged out for too long, and any scene could have been longer drawn out. I feel like every scene in this was pretty much perfectly paced, and the writers really thought this out. Although I do have to criticize the fact that Akame was not in the battle at all when she's one of the most, if not most reliable one there, since her sword can kill in one hit. She didn't really face anyone who was a challenge, just some guards. That's it. So mine could have easily gotten through, not easily maybe, but with the Akame on the battlefield, I feel like they could have switched roles, and there probably did not have to be any death. If not, mine didn't have to die. I just feel like, just come on, just Akame should have been in there. Come on, you could see that from a mile away. Anyways, another thing I found annoying was the term trump card that they said so many times in this episode. Like, is your trump card ready? I made this trump card. Let me show you my trump card. And more. Oh my gosh, shut up about the trump card. I know it's a little bit of a nitpick, but seriously, you don't have to say it all too much. Come on, trump card, we get it. We can tell you don't have to say it. But overall, I think this was a very good episode. Pacing was good, art and animation was on point, and very well executed sad scene. I just feel like if the two girls would have got switched in positions, they did not really have to kill off the character that we've been really attached to. I know storytelling is their story, but come on, that would have been the smart thing to do for them, for their characters. But those are my thoughts. What are yours? Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed. It really helps support the channel, and I will see you all in the next Akame ga Kill video.